Okay, I think I got a fair old amount here. So shadows are a strange thing, yes?
Yeah.
Shadows.
Hmm.
Being the shadow that I cast. I don't know if you can see it on the phone.
Yeah, I see your shadow.
When you're in low light,
Hmm.
there was once I was watching this thing spin when I was younger. I was fascinated with it that I could, at will, it seemed, that I could make it spin one way and then make it spin the other way.
Yeah.
Then make it spin one way and make it spin the other way. At the same time, I'm also can daydream at the same time and bring reality, dim it down and push it out, bring it down and push it out, and push your quantum comes into the reality, and you can do it with your shadow.
Hmm.
Which way is it looking? That's the back of my head.
Yeah.
And then if I look at it another way,
Hmm.
it looks like it's facing this way.
Yeah.
So when I look at the shadow, I either see it as the back of my head
Hmm.
and body, or I see it maneuver from the front.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I can either see it back or I can see it front.
Yeah.
That's a very strange illusion, isn't it?
It is.
And I sit there doing that and thinking, what part of my brain is operating in those moments? Which side am I seeing from my brain? What side? If I can see it in two ways, and it depends on how I perceive it.
Yeah.
What is it that makes something spin one way and makes it spin the other way? And then, which way is the correct way?
Yeah.
Which way is truly the correct orientation? Because if you've had it pointed out to you that it is spinning this way, then you can teach the whole of humanity to see it spin that way. But what happens if you teach humanity to see it the other way? See, I used to experiment with this when I would ask other kids in the class. Like someone would ask me what I'm doing. Well, I say, that thing up there. Which way is it spinning? Draw it, an arrow. Which way? This way. Now someone else. Which way is that spinning to you? Well, this way. That was left to their own devices.
Yeah.
And then when I told people that it spun this way, other people that never saw it, they were like, oh yeah. And I could get these group with this group that see it this way to argue the toss with one another. I noticed this was a lot of things. It's not just shadow, it's not just things that rotate. It was your perspective.
Yeah.
And how sociology can influence your psychology. I did from a very young age. I was sent out of class because I was disrupting the lesson in that. Not before the teacher was like, what are you on about? Come on. Yeah, but is he out? Because people are now having a debate. We lost touch with geography. Now we're fucking fascinating over. I started that revolution off, I guess, and then no one could tell which way it was spinning. But I told them it going both ways. That I saw it going both ways, and then they look at me a bit with, what? You're both right. That's quite a weird phenomenon, isn't it? And also with your shadow.
Yeah.
You're either seeing it go that way, looking this way, or you'll see it looking this way, and it is going the opposite way to what you're thinking it's going.
Yeah.
Now, what is that? Now, why do I have free will to do that? And then it got me a bit more fascinated on another journey of this quantum reality. You can push your shit out into the environment. And then it got me fascinated with ears. You play sounds with your ears. It's an absolutely beautiful thing. And when you hear it, it's amazing. But your body's doing this all the time. But because you're born into your body, you don't realize it unless something knew that it was going to do that. And then taught you that you were going to do that. And then it becomes autonomous. So it's automatic. And awareness is being pointed out these things. You know, there's another layer of reality in this one.
Yeah. Is it?
Yes, there is.
What is it?
It's something that once you see it, there's no going back. And symbology, again, with the pictures.
Yeah.
Symbols, right? They're talking symbols.
Yeah.
Because it's easy pictures. That's their version of writing, anyway. You would not understand it, make heads or tails of it, unless, well, you've been there. Then you would be fluent. You can learn languages. Well, why bother when the language that's taught to you is picture? Again, we're learning this with the animals and different things like that. Probably unfair to do so, isn't it, with this? As I give it to you a bit more like that. Anyway. Well, what do you think the symbology means?
Balance?
What else does it mean? At the moment it would be imbalanced. Now
Wisdom?
Wisdom. Could be. Could also be...
Judgment? Face?
What do you think the understanding of feather and heart means? Which would say Osiris, yes?
Right.
In Egyptian? What do you think it means?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Interesting. No, there's no right or wrong answer. I'm toying with you. I'm asking you a question that's probably a bit more out there. But what do you think the light and dark means in Egyptians? What would you say that was? Light and dark, and because you understand that too, yes?
Yeah.
What do you think it means?
Like good and bad
Could
for
be.
people?
Yeah, could be. Yeah. Anything else comes to mind?
Up and down?
Up and down. Up and down doesn't work in space, but go on.
Male, female energy? Different energy?
Yeah, hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
But what do you reckon the Egyptians knew? And it wasn't the Egyptians. The ancient Egyptians took this knowledge and they hid it, and they didn't reveal all of what it meant.
Yeah.
What do you think the empty versus the full means?
I don't know. Empty and full.
Empty versus full.
Structure?
It doesn't have to be squares, this can be circles.
Yeah.
It's usually circles. I'm just going to draw it like this because people understand a chessboard.
Yeah.
I like snakes and ladders when compared to certain beings.
Yeah.
Yeah. They build themselves up and then they knock themselves down to the start again, and then build themselves up and knock them, and they never get any further beyond the board to know whether there is anything beyond the board, because they keep playing snakes and ladders and then call it chess. again, it's not a fair representation of reality at all.
Mhm.
No, and the understanding of the, you could say light, and you
Yeah.
could also say empty, and you can say darkness, and you could say full.
Full,
It'd be
yeah.
the reverse,
Oh, I see.
but either or.
Mhm.
So let's say that Lif and D.
Yeah. Mhm.
What do you think it means? Well, it means in one way
Yeah.
that don't you need both to create each other? So darkness creates the light, and
Yeah.
light creates the darkness.
Yeah.
But we would put this on a human understanding, yeah?
Mhm. Yeah.
It doesn't work that way,
Uh-huh.
but it's very similar.
Uh-huh.
So what creates light? Well, it comes from association with darkness, yes?
Yeah.
But it's a cycle.
Uh-huh.
So either or, light and darkness, and
Yeah.
keep exchanging. Again, with the arrows of which way reality is going. And either or, it can go the other way and it wouldn't make a shite bit of difference. So which way is reality truly? Do you know the other one with the shadow and
Yeah.
the spinny and...
Yeah.
Well, that would be on your perceived reality, right? To a certain direction.
Yeah.
Hell, it could even go back and forth like a tide.
Mhm.
Spin one way and then spin the other.
Yeah.
It's not technically set in stone as to which way it goes. What is set in stone is your perception of it.
Yeah.
So you would perceive reality going in a certain direction and then say that that is it, yes? And that's gospel.
Yeah.
It must always go that way because we know it to go that way. So therefore, that's how it is.
Yeah.
And then that would assume that there's nothing higher. What made you? Well, I was made from a star. No, you were made from the universe. Stars came later, so did darkness. Come on, think on. Then you've got clockwise, counterclockwise,
Yeah.
which again fits this notion.
Mhm.
So we could understand these. One's going one way, one's going the other.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Wait. Other way around, dumbass. No, yes. Yes, it is. That way. One that way, one this way. Yeah? So on and so forth. Just repeat this process here. It's reverse of what it is.
Yeah.
Does it stop there? Hell no. No. What do you think the Egyptians were hiding in here with the heart? Because everyone says it's all about the heart, yes?
I don't know.
That it's best to find balance, yeah?
Pureness of the heart or something like that.
Well, it's all about balance, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
How would you not want to add an arrow in there, but you want it to be an arrow nonetheless? But you don't want to make it look obvious.
What's that?
Well, it's a triangle, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's an arrow. Separate them.
Oh, I see.
Becomes an arrow, yes?
Yeah.
So you could do one up, one down. But they were often fearful. On the verge of fearful of balance, right?
Yeah.
Like fucking scared. The ancients were scared of this thing called balance, weren't they? And how important it was that they wanted to etch it into stone. Where do you think that fear comes from? Not nowhere or somewhere. What did they know that possibly modern day men have forgotten?
Well, since modern day men forgotten, I don't know.
But you can then assume, can't you?
Yeah.
I'll give you a clue. Think about the universe. Think about light and dark. Think about what creates what.
You need both, don't you?
It's also like birth and death, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So you have outer stars, you have inner stars, yes?
Yeah.
So neutrino, what does the neutrino do?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't know.
Or when a neutrino dies,
Yeah. What happens? Does it go into black hole?
yeah, collapses in on itself.
Uh-huh.
Why? Why is that so different to any other star? And another star. Well, I drew it for you. Can you see it? Because of the pressure.
It squashes it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because of the outer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Versus usual stars,
Yeah.
lacking of pressure, they pop outwards.
So either in or out.
Yeah, there you are.
Hmm?
And the Egyptians, although managed to draw a lot of symbology about hearts, yes?
Yeah.
But were fascinated with what organ mainly?
Brain?
Yes.
And they removed the organs from the body as well, didn't they?
But the brain, very fascinating, yes?
Yeah, into jars, and then the body was mummified.
But they kept referencing the heart.
Yeah.
But again, you would code things though, wouldn't you? Just in case other people tried to get your information. Or now, do you think that under the certain circumstances that there can be an overwhelming amount of pressure put onto individuals which causes them to become very dense? Not stupid, far from it, but incredibly dense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you think that under the right circumstances, certain people explode in death and some people implode?
Yeah.
And then, what do you reckon happens in that? Well, there would be a difference. It would be
Yeah.
very rare.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Most life forms explode in death.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to look at this as gods then, yes? Because that's what they understood.
Yeah.
But again, did they take all of the information, and whoever they got it from, did they understand what they were dealing with? Because it's based on stealership.
Mm-hmm.
And then the star. Well, if you want a god to die, you want it to explode, not implode. Because in explosion means what? Take a look at the universe. Everything is programmed around you. What does an exploding star do? You are almost there.
Almost there.
What does a star that explodes do to the universe?
It spreads around, doesn't it?
It spreads potential,
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
possibility. What does a neutrino do?
It grabs whatever's around.
And pulls it in,
inside.
and that's the end. Get enough of this going, and what happens to the universe? It tips.
Yeah.
It tips the balance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Humans have an optimal life.
Yeah.
A certain time in the life from 25 to X amount. There is harmonious capability, frequency to operate, yes?
Yeah.
If we remove additives, foods, and design, most humans have an optimal potential from 1 to B, and then beginning in balance, and at the end in balance. The scales tip, yes?
Yeah.
Full of energy, full of potential, raring around, but unbalanced. Then they sort of calm down for a bit, and then they live in optimal balance.
Yeah.
Then the scale tips in the opposite way. Become a bit more lethargic, a bit more achy, less moving around, it all slows down, and death.
Yeah.
Do you think it's dangerous to experiment with things that you don't know?
Yeah. I think it is.
Yeah, I believe it definitely is. And then it's about finding balance.
Yeah.
A good thing with these, they're scales, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then you and everybody else are responsible for what happens to other individuals, although claim that you're not. Do you think you can rebalance the scales? They talk about all of this balance, harmony bullshit, but none of them live to it. I mean, what do you think that came from, that made them that scared that they would let go of most other things and begin to carve most of this stuff out?
Some natural disaster or something. I don't know. Or someone came and
A higher force, a higher power.
yeah.
Would you prevent death at a certain time if the message hasn't been portrayed? The opportunity hasn't been met. And again, with all of this stealing and everything else, I believe a small group of people know this, but perhaps too much passing down and a lot of time has been. They them begin to believe, because they've taught themselves it bit by bit, it erodes slowly. Do you say, nah, it's a load of bollocks? Men as equal as you. Convince other men. I'm interested to know what that implosion is about. What does it take? The essence? You know, this leaves me on the ground of caution when it comes to certain things that we don't know what it is. We don't have enough information to be able to say one way or the other.
Yeah.
And then we assume. Do you ever think that it's like a genie? Some people react to certain situations and some people store it up. Negative shit and positive stuff.
Yeah.
And they store it. Get in there. And then that vial gets burst at a certain time, and then that energy can be used.
Yeah.
Well, for what? Well, we hear angel demon, don't we? Angel. No. Just do this the other way. Let's call that demon. Let's say that's angel then.
Yeah.
This would be classed as demonic, wouldn't it? This would be classed as angelic.
Yeah.
Wait, which one would you say is what? What does this take? That's what fascinates. What could they possibly be referring to? I'm not on about any of the other stick that other people are using to play power games. No, because true power is a higher power. Do you honestly think that some people react and some people store it, but never understand why they store? What are they storing it for? Could you imagine this exploding in a good way?
Yeah.
But there again, you could manipulate it, couldn't you? You could manipulate that force, and it's just by what? A God incarnate walk among us, tallying the scale of where life should be heading. The warnings ignored, this, that, and the other. And then what? It would never tell you. It'd walk among you and collect the evidence for itself, right? Covertly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you begin to, as a beings, tally on what you are. And then this determines cause and effect. You begin to keep putting all of this on, and all of this on, and all of this on. And then in death, that faces a outcome. Which one is it? Which one was it? And then I often look at it in a very certain way. I don't know, I'm picking up on something. And if you tally the scale in the right way, in that death it explodes what? Wisdom, knowledge, more of what you are. But tally the scale in reverse and it takes more of what you are. It could take anything, couldn't it? No, people, I bet this is the first thing that people would say, and I bet you're thinking it, but that's not fair, I didn't do anything. Is that something that ponders your mind? That there are innocent people in that?
Yeah. Yeah, there are. Aren't there?
Innocent or trapped?
Trapped. Yeah, trapped.
Is that what life was supposed to be about? Well, if they're no longer seeking any wisdom from anything higher or anything else, then why would you want that to continue?
Yeah.
The birth ratio has fallen to an all-time low. That's got to tell you something, but let me guess, that's a you problem. Here's some medication. Here's some water. Here's some of the...
Yeah, that's what politicians and people like that will tell you.
Right,
But
so if they're not going to do anything about it, then what type of a life is that?
yeah.
They're going to do God's work, right?
Yeah, but they know because sometimes they give the younger population more money for whatever that, and then there's more children, so they perfectly well know that.
Throw a war in front of them and people will be breeding everywhere. Don't you think? You tell me.
Will they?
If they started losing the war, would they unleash the cannons, would they, for breeding programs? Numbers are dwindling, battles not going well. Breed.
Provided they are still in position, they can do that. Or they are losing too much, or already lost. But yeah, I understand. I see.
Genie, us. Well, that's the trouble with a genie, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a divot. Genie, us. Genie, us. Individual scales and a world scale. And life form scale.
Yeah.
And that's assuming if we are experiments indeed.
Yeah.
Then that would have to be valued on whether other experiments are more successful. And then what it is looking for. Again, quantum trade.
Yeah.
You know, quantum is very, very, very valuable. But here, did you know it's treated like the most insignificant thing ever? But you watch these people with money get behind it and take it to benefit them. Watch. The company do it while telling you it's worthless.
Yeah.
Because they know the truth. Teach you that it's worthless, because then they can profitize off of it, can't they?
Yeah.
Then you wonder what melts humanity down. From a planet of multiple thinkers, dwindled down to less than 100 years.
Yeah.
Then you got to ask yourself if there is a higher power. I mean, it's up to you where you come from it in. But whether you believe or don't believe, or whether you're halfway there or not, it doesn't make it not true or truer. It throws in the realm of possibility, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that possibility is then a numbers game. That if there is something higher, then it's got an expectation.
Yeah.
And then it would be thrown into it as whether it is an evil entity or a good entity or a balanced entity, force.
Yeah.
And then if it created it here, then it means that it can remove the ones and start over without the memory of it. Because some things are just so imprinted that it can't be deprogrammed. Well, and whether that is willing, unwilling, accidental or not, then that's got to be factored into whether this has potential to damage others. And if they've never seen anything like that, then that becomes risk, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where would you stand in that? What decision would you make? You would have fail-safes, wouldn't you? Backups.
Yeah.
After After all, life forms have nothing else to trade but the quantum in them, in exchange for fair amounts of quantum back in understandable. Then in that dynamic, there is quantum versus physical. People are more physical, people are more in the quantum. There's enough balance for both. And yet, one side is completely neglected whilst the other side is cherished. And it is stolen from one to another, to another, to another, to another, to another, to another. Then it is enhanced in some, and it is pulled away from others. You tell me. That doesn't make a fair world, does it?
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
And then where would you draw your understanding of a higher power? Because it lets the shit continue, and that is evil. It does something about it, and it's also evil. I mean, it's got a label everywhere, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
People are taught to medicate out
yeah.
inner wisdom
And label everything.
and label it as a bad entity. It's bad this, it's bad everything. Here's some medication. You are so broken. You're hearing voices. You're hearing this. Well, what? You mean to tell me that you're being guided by a force? Come on, mate. Come on. You need to go see a doctor. What seems to be the problem? Oh, delusional. Oh, of course. Let me have a look in my book. Oh, yes, look here. It's not the doctor's fault. Don't get me wrong. I love doctors. I really do. And at the end of the day, they have to do as they're told. They don't write those books, but they have to listen to them.
Yeah. Otherwise, they lose their license, don't they? Yeah.
Oh, what? There's a little inner light in you, is there? It's guiding you to build pyramids, is it? Not on my land, you don't. But we're running out of land. Yeah, there's more land above your head. Oh, don't be silly. You'd put very bad things on the payloads and bring them down to us.
Oh my. Yeah.
Oh, what? Because you understand that there's a better way? Well, because you know everything. That's not how it works. It's projection, that is. You're projecting. Know everything, or you need to listen to some of these videos a little bit more. It's reciprocal. But don't you understand? Each teaches the other. So we could look at the force as being God. Everyone understands it as that way.
Yeah.
And then we can look at humans, yes?
Yeah.
And animals. Ha. And then, what? You think that you're being taught in order to teach, so that then that data comes and then can be better guided, and then again you are then teaching.
Yeah.
Once learned, it can make you anywhere faster. Why? Because it operates faster than you do. And what it was able to predict you. Wants every life form the same? Don't think so.
No.
I honestly do not think so. If it wanted that, it would create it, and it didn't.
Yeah.
It gave people free will.
Yeah.
What about murder? What about this? Well, it's funny, that's increased. It wasn't always like that. Hard to believe it though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Come on, get to the real world, son.
Yeah.
No, we're too busy in this artificial, pompous world, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fake. Everything is fake. And we class it as real.
appearances.
And we're told to join the real world. Again, it's projection. This is not a real world. It's fake.
Yeah. Pretense world. Yeah. Where we have those better people that
And then
are
under this
rich and
fakeness,
can do
there's
anything.
opportunity towards fakery. But realism? No such thing. Quantum? Oh no, it's worthless. Come on. Physical is where the money's at. Come on, physical. Whose money? Well,
Ours, but you know.
we wouldn't be building all of these fucking facilities for ourselves. We're not that greedy. You see the amount of gold we got?
Yeah. And buying more and more.
You wouldn't want one supermarket, would you? You wouldn't want one piece of food. You want so much of it, wouldn't you? So that our families can expand into it. Don't tell me that's not what you're doing, because it is. It'll be the long lost time of the humans that were eradicated, for these ones to build and expand into.
Yeah.
This has the power to recreate you very quickly once it learns you. No AI. Make you a snap of some fingers. See, I understand that. That's how quick it is. But to think all of that up, wow, that's not it, is it? Oh, fuck knows how you'll turn out. And then you live, evolve, and do some stuff. Interesting. Teach me this, teach me that, teach me this, teach me that. From a perspective. What took you this long to create you and all of these fixtures that allowed for you to walk in order to rise you, which is the variable. It can go either way. And then, in a blink of an eye, all of that. It knows its construct, does it not?
Yeah.
And we're going to understand it as God as being what? A piece of something. But a piece of what? A piece of a man in a sky somewhere? Nope. These came last. Not last in the line, because it doesn't matter when. What it means is they came later.
Yeah.
A power far more beyond what this is. And we're all stuck on version 1, right? A man in the sky somewhere. All of these angels and demons that come down. No. Yes, but no. There's something beyond that. Delicate, highly protected. That. They're close when they say this saying, which has been murmured through the ages. If you can do bad with a little, you'll do bad with a lot. Do you propose? Want to do some propose? If you can do bad with a little bit of potential and a little bit of power, what could you do around that? Create hell and call it heaven. And then what? Blow smoke up, assuming there was smoke. Blow smoke up everybody's asses. You tell me. This is with limited amount of power. And this is what you create. While convincing everybody that it's a they problem. Inside. Now that is predictable. Hence why, is it or isn't it? Is there something? Is there not something? Well, because you would lick its ass. Oh, I love this ass. Mmm. That makes bowing, that makes submaying, that makes all sorts of weird and wonderful shit. Be like Ofsted, won't it? As soon as they come round the school, they send a letter to let them know exactly when they're coming. And then that gives the staff members in the school enough time to paint the school, decorate the school, remove all of the old shit that's been there for God knows how long, torn and rubbish, and they put up all the new borders, all this, the floors are clean, everything's lovely, squeaky clean, and it's supposed to be that standard every single fucking day.
Yeah.
But it ain't. And then everyone's on their best behaviour and told where their place is when these people come in. Just defeats the object of doing it. And then the government are like, this school's good. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic lie to ourselves.
I said to one of those Ofsted people, can't you come every other week? He sort of looked at me and was like, oh. I was like, yeah, but seriously, can you not come every other week? But his curiosity got to me. Well, why would you say that anyway? Yeah, it was the end of the lesson anyway, so it was on break, so he opened up to me. I said, because this place is a shithole 90% of the time. You turn up, and I've never seen it so clean. And they're really nice. Those teachers are fucking nice. He's looking at me. If you were here every day and this would be a school life, this is not bad, really, you know? We're doing things we've never done before. See?
Do you think that made him thinking? Or do they know that?
I was told off for it. I know that much. Cool, I was bollocked. Yeah, I just shove it in the bottle. I take the lid off every now and then, have a peer in there. Oh my god, it's such rage and everything, man. It's just, oh my days. Suppressed is not the word for it. But there's also another side to it. And I've got to be in the middle. Got to be. In the middle of it. But you see how that already plays out already, right?
Yeah.
God, you must prove yourself. Divine, whoever you are, whatever you are. Universal power, come here, sons of bitches. Do you ever think that any beings that are out there, and I mean, come on, let's do it from the textbook standard. It's all a fluke, coincidence. You are the only ones. Woo!
No, I don't think there's only one species. Only one planet with
on an infested planet. You know, you can't make it so that all of the life forms on the planet are all being led this way. It doesn't work. What we're speaking about on the last one, it just doesn't work. As soon as there's a catastrophe, that's predictable. There isn't enough variety to switch it. Yeah. It's actually better this way. And laziness plays a great role. Which again is exploited here. You know, the placebo test. Now, just remind me why drugs are illegal again. Because people are responding to them. Yeah, but it's placebo. We gave them placebos. And then we had to get out of town really quickly because they chased us halfway around the fucking world. Well, why is that? Well, because they wanted their money back. Perhaps the people going to these experiments that took the placebo perhaps didn't get better. Perhaps it was getting out of the environment that they were in and felt special. And perhaps it was an everyday break from the rigmarole of this thing you call life that actually caused them to get better. Not medication. Not placebo. And why would you be giving people in society certain drugs and certain drugs that are not? It seems kind of weird. To test to make sure they are actually working. And fundamentally, the test actually proved within itself what's going on. First time people slowed down and talked to one another, experiencing this trial and getting out and feeling important and being paid and a little bit more money. And is it really the test? Or is it the test itself that made people better? Reduction of stress. How come it's most of the swampy people? I don't agree with that. I'm in the swamp. I'm a bottom feeder then. In society that are more susceptible to ailments of illnesses. Certain people that have different lifestyles seem to live a lot longer.
And better.
Without the ailments. Still few thrown in for good measure, but mainly it's here, that's a statistic. It's got to be this, it's got to be that, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. Anything but what it actually is. Have you tried looking over there? That's a Frank. Frank, that is a plant pot. Yeah, but the answer could be in here. I swear it is. You smell this soil? All right, Frank. I don't know anyone called Frank. Oh, I do actually.
You do?
I did. Yeah. Yeah. So fascinating with this, and then weigh it against the heart, I suppose. Interesting. Quantum trade. The trading of the quantum in exchange for more quantum. Nice. There's one everything on this planet, but not one factory. You just press print. That's the potential of being in space, though. You can build a factory that mines itself. Mines for itself. Knows where to go, knows what not to touch, and it knows what to touch. A factory that is capable of making anything. You only need one, and it has multiple outlet ports. People think up an idea, put it into the database, get the free object that they get, but it means that other people get it too. The bots fill in the resources that are needed. They harp on about this stuff called safety. That comes with trial and error. You can't have plastic in a house because it wouldn't be safe. What about solar panels? Well, they wouldn't be safe. Well, then you've just answered to me that we ain't going to space then, innit? You don't want people living in plastic modules then, surrounded by decent rubber seals, and that they're not going to be taught how to replenish the rubber and sort out solar panels and have houses that are built, these are all knocked down because of shit anyway, and built to withstand the forces of space.
It should be like that, shouldn't it?
Still building the same old shite.
Yeah.
And it's all about education. You need to learn before you go there, you know. Come to this college over here.
We've never been there, but we will tell you.
Yeah. We'll be building we'll take those London bricks with us, son. We'll build houses in the sky. No, I mean, innit, bruv? Oh, yes, I definitely do know what you mean.
Yeah.
You can't make it with plastic. Why? Because it's dangerous.
Is it?
What are we going to do when it happens in space? Well, I don't know. So you don't want to collect data then? No. Yeah, no. Sort of.
And you could test it.
Oh, look over there! Look, there's a disaster over there. Quick, let's rally round. Come on, everybody. Oh, fucking hell, I got out, dodged out. Did you see the way I dodged that question? Look. I pointed over there was a disaster. I made that disaster in order to get them to go over there. Well, why is that? So we don't have to go to space. I didn't need to answer a question, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to go to space.
I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. We just got to sit here and play Monopoly. most boringest game in the world. I'm sorry, but it is. It fucking is. I'm not apologising for it. It is a boring game.
Yeah, I played it only once.
You're playing it every day.
Yeah, I know, but the game as board game.
The first time they said we'll play Monopoly at home, I was fucking getting my shoes on, went and raided my piggy bank, and then they're like, what are you doing? Well, I thought we was going to go and play Monopoly. It's a board game. Are you going to be using real cash? No, I thought we was going to the shop. Sometimes I wonder about you, son. Sometimes I wonder, are you all there? Are you? Wait, what was you going to buy anyway? Something with a load of tax on it? Something that's going to pay to the banker? What are we going to do now? There's no banks. Oh, it broke a game. But nothing states in that game what ideas have you got and what could you build. And then press print. And then it prints out a 3D thing and then everyone's going to buy it from you. And oh no, it's already given you the constructs that are already there. Good game if, people are going to play that back in the day, aren't they? Yeah. Is this what fucking life used to be like for them? Yes. Yes, it fucking did. God, just wait until I come back. I'm going to be bringing this game. It's going to be called Divine Monopoly. Human version 1.0. Oh, 2.0, because it was trade before that. When yet real trade is the quantum. Which, when people are thinking, what happens? The people, a lack of thinking. I didn't think. Yeah, isn't that kind of spelling out to us that people are not thinking and therefore it's causing problems in the world? Yeah. Nothing else is more important than what? Arguing with one another. Fucking hell, mate. Implosion, explosion. Which way does it go? I don't want to think about it in reverse. If it's exploding, does it... I don't know, I often wonder this one. I really do. I really do wonder this one. Yeah. So I'm guessing this one is called that special name. Sounds like Badoki or whatever it's called. I don't know. There's so many terminologies. But when your job's done, it doesn't care. It will take you. Mm-hmm. Assigned to how many people? It's just one person, no doubt. Just one God's disciple. No, it wouldn't be that, would it? No, just doing God's work. The one God, and they only send one of these. You feel so overworked. Oh my God. You are so over. What is that God doing to you? It seems a bit humanoid, doesn't it? Oh, it's all right. When it's over, you'll be able to put your feet up. Oh, no, you won't, because you've got to be here for eternity picking up people, ain't you? You don't think one's assigned to each vessel? You want to think of it as a genie. Mm-hmm. It captures your essence. Hmm? Yeah. Well, that's if you believe such things. But there's more than one. Fuck that. Multiple? Just one? What is it with you and one? Well, it's just one God, apparently. So you believe in hermaphrodite? No. Okay. I need you to explain this to me. Hey, I'm not criticising it, and it should evolve. It should evolve. This belief should evolve. It shouldn't be crushed away because there were so many wars and so much of this. No, I don't agree with that either. I think it needs to evolve. Evolve. The last people that wrote this are no longer here, but they left it from these tablets, so you're talking about pyramid times. Okay, I'm listening. And there's been nothing since. Not entirely. Wow. You almost give up though, didn't you? You almost give up. But did you credit the true people for it? Well, because these names sound very English. Or English have adopted these English names, David, John. And Jesus? Oh, no. Tutankhamun said, Cleopatra. So it's only as old as X amount of years, yeah?
Yeah.
So it didn't go back any further. Symbol number 7. Well, the ancients weren't really talking in name, were they?
No. They had their pictures, didn't they? Hieroglyphs and pictures.
What the hell did cave people do?
They made beautiful paintings that we see today.
Yes, pictures were important.
Who knows how many were lost, or how many are somewhere underwater
Lost,
in some
deliberately
caves.
burnt,
Yeah.
hidden.
Some might be just not found yet, or too deep, or in some stones covered the entrances, and they are somewhere where we cannot find them.
Do you think a black hole is inside out gravity?
Blum. Blum.
Inward gravity.
Inward gravity. Sounds like, yeah, could be.
And it looks like a hole in all directions.
Yeah.
No matter which way you look at it.
Yeah. But it is not whole.
Sometimes
it
it looks convex and sometimes it looks concave.
Yeah.
But that depends on the way you look at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, very interesting. It's a little journey. It's not really where I wanted to touch upon. I wanted to dive into this a little bit more. I think I once spoke about this back in, it was many years ago actually, so I only touched upon it, and then something happened, and I got terribly busy, didn't I? Clearing up everybody else's shit, which I shouldn't have to do because there are groups paid via tax to sort these problems or even prevent them from happening in the first place. Yeah, okay, so, very distracting and... Well, I know, you're forging diamonds, I forgot. Making gods and all the rest of it. And yeah. And no one's responsible, I get it. It must be me, where I come from it, which is terrible. Anyway, either or. So, inner star, outer stars, gravitational pull around people versus repelling. Stars make black holes. Death, explosion, implosion. Now that's interesting, isn't it? If you implode, that's a different way of living, isn't it? Seems like a variable once, doesn't it? And then it happens again, and then it happens again and again. If you could watch the universe from this perspective, and then before you know it, it's no longer a variable, is it? It's evolution. Perspective. It will just evaporate. And then, do you ever reckon that you can tip the scales? You see, this is balance.
Yeah.
It also draws the shield, but still it's balanced.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get an imbalance,
then you drop it.
Well, some imbalances can be beneficial and some imbalances can be detrimental.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. But trading quantum, I shall swap you for something else. I shall give you a solution to your problem in exchange for your process.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's agreed upon. And then it's traded. Interesting. Oh, it's a funny old world, isn't it? Reality. Barbaric, isn't it?
It is.
But again, it's where you believe and what you believe. You have to go within. Go within your mind and your heart, wherever it is you feel it. Yeah. Felt like a vortex and something pulling in into my stomach. Something pulled in. Then that gives you the impression that something popped out.
Yeah.
If there be anything to pull in.
Something that wanted to be with you.
And that was a very brutal moment. I am not going to sugarcoat that.
Yeah.
Seems like the world was against you. Yes, the veterinarian and everything else. Oh, it's just cancer. No. No. He was targeted by those dogs. One dog, I can understand it. Multiple dogs? No, I do not understand it. 3, after I was warning them about things like this could happen. And then what? If it had been my daughter, then what? Been here time and time again.
Yeah.
And now this is insight. So I can only assume going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Got my answer, I suppose, in one way. Something pulled inwards. That's interesting. And yeah, maybe it's crazy and all of that. Maybe I need some medication for the guts next, but you know.
No, I don't think so.
Imagine if he was the little vessel. Wouldn't think it, would you? It's possible, though. Do you like the way they made him suffer just beforehand when he picked up?
Yeah, that was ugly.
He improved. He'd been to the vets before, obviously when he was stolen from me, which might have protected him at the time. See, things happen for a reason. Perhaps. Perhaps not. If you can't trust family, and you can't trust establishments that are in, and then they're all like scratching their fucking arseholes, or swanning around like they're the best things ever, and letting this shit show happen. But they're only responsible for the plays of good, right? Prancing around on that fucking stage pretending that they're holier than thou. But behind the scenes when no one is watching, or claiming that integrity is the other way. And that this makes people. Right. So, they should walk that path. Not because of revenge, but if they've gone through shit like that all their lives, that'd be easy, wouldn't it? You need to brush up on your skills a little bit then. How do people from good positions get so bad? See?
Yeah, I don't know.
Terrible, isn't it? But there you are. Give you something else to shadow ban, I suppose, and then cash in off of it. You might as well enjoy it. And you know, if quantum wasn't that big a deal, then why would all these companies say, we gave you a platform? We won't let anyone see it, but we gave you a platform. Because you made all of that stuff on our platform, it belongs to us. You know, all of that stuff that's worthless. There is no value in it. There's no money in that. How can these individuals want to take it off of everyone then? If there's no value in it? Oh, what a regime, eh?
Yes, it is.
No value in it. But they'll give you a free platform so that then they can take it from you. That thing that's valueless. It's very interesting, isn't it? Well, actually, you end up paying for it. What was it they said? Because you made it on our platform and you used our stuff to make it, it means that all of your thoughts belong to us. Now that.
That's wicked, isn't it?
But yeah, our war is elsewhere outside a nation, isn't it? Not in it against these. Got all the money in the world for that over there. That seems to be more difficult in comparison to sort this out. But you ain't got it here. Wow. Well, maybe I should shut my mouth, right? Go quiet and not have my opinion. Talk about my life. Sorry, just revived your ego. Sorry, apology there. So yes, I believe in a higher power. And so do they. They wouldn't try and medicate it into oblivion. They wouldn't try and say that there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with you, there's something wrong with you. Are you right in the head? Are you right in the head? No one would be going around saying that to anyone, would they?
That's why we have so much mental health, because...
Is it really mental health? Though?
Yeah, exactly, because those people could say that something is not right. But if it's mental health, it's not taken seriously, is it?
It's not mental health, it's society's health. And again, it's flatlining. No, it's all of that. It's not mental. No, it's outside.
Yeah, they are mental.
It's that press, press, press. Push, push, push. Without saying you're better than us. It's not about us and you. We're all the same, look. I have the decisions and power to do this, and you don't.
Yeah, just like in medieval times.
Your ancestors fucking paid for this, other ancestors paid for this. Some work for free, some work for pennies, either or.
Yeah, but they
But who
worked
does it belong to?
to someone who didn't move even their little finger.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna wind this one down. This has been beautiful, although it feels very up and down, but that's just the way it is, and yeah, and I gotta learn to be indifferent. Wouldn't that be a nice thing?
Yeah.
Clearly, you've walked the path and became indifferent. Wonderful. Oh God, look at the sub story. No, enlightening is what I would say. It's very interesting, all of this. So if it leads to this, then I love it. And some experiences that are absolutely brilliant, to be honest. Although not, I don't know, it was a hit and miss situation, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Glad that there's something working through this. That there's something that can guide. There's something that walks you right. There's something that gives a shit. Third person perspective? Nah. That's a label. Yeah, third person perspective built the pyramids, didn't it? Built all of these things for you to sit pretty in as well, didn't it? Yeah.
No.
Nope. Nope. It's too real for it to be a third person perspective, wouldn't you say so? Hello, mate. Hello. Fucking hell, you look like someone. Oh no, something there. It looks like something. I don't know, a landmass maybe. Like the UK.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's England without Scotland.
It's like a weaver. Okay, let's leave it there. And yeah, that's been good. Oh, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.